Recording that?
Yeah, it's actually been recording this whole thing, which is okay, I guess. I just won't look at you.
Okay. So, good afternoon. It's good to see you again, John, and good to see you again, Donna. I know that we met 2 weeks ago, and there was a few things that I left with you, some resources in regarding treatment centers and support groups for your addiction to methamphetamine. And with you, John, I know that you were having some discomfort and some worry in regards to access for Donna to see the children, and obviously you're a bit anxious about, being on your own with the kids as well. So have you discussed access in terms of allowing Donna to see the children, or what's your thoughts on that?
I don't trust Donna at this point, so I would stick with supervised access for as long as possible. And until she completes rehab and can prove that she is stable, I don't think that it would be safe to have the children go and visit her. She doesn't have a fixed address. And if she does end up relapsing, let's say, the kids could be exposed to something I really don't want them to be exposed to. So I think for as long as possible, until we can determine that she is stable, to just go along with supervised access.
Okay. And Donna, what's your thoughts on that?
I think he's using the rehab thing just to get what he wants. Like, I never used around the kids, so I don't want to expose my kids to that type of thing, so I don't see why it should be any different than before he left me alone with the kids, but suddenly now I can't be.
Okay.
I think he's just using the rehab against me.
Okay, well, you did mention in the last mediation session that there was more increase of use in terms of the drug addiction. And then also alcohol was also a factor. And I think what I'm getting from John is that the priority and the main concern is the children. So you can agree with that, Donna?
Yeah.
So with that being said, I do believe it's reasonable, because again, we just want to make sure the well-being of the kids are at stake. And while you are visiting with the children, you don't, say for example, you're drinking, you're intoxicated, and then they become unsafe. So you can understand where he's coming from with that.
Yeah.
Right? So I think what we'll do, or what you'll do then, as long as you agree with this, is that you will have supervised visits. And anybody in particular, or does anybody come to mind in terms of the third party with visiting with the children and Donna?
I think it might be safest just to have someone that neither of us is related to,
Okay.
but is considered an appropriate, doesn't it, to do this?
Okay.
Just so that way there's no bias in how much time or whether we can hug the children or whatever. I just think it would be better to have a neutral party look after that.
Okay. So third party works for you too, Donna?
Yeah, I would prefer a third party over somebody like his mom or someone who lives in the house with the kids.
Okay. Okay, so I'm just writing down some notes here, so that we have discussed access, and you did get some resources in regards to treatment. How is that coming along? Have you contacted any of these treatment centers, or?
I haven't really looked into it a whole lot, just I haven't felt the need to yet.
Okay.
But I guess if that's the only way that I'm going to be able to see my kids, I'll start looking into it more.
Okay, perfect. So what we'll do is we'll set something up. How about next Friday for your first visitation? Does that work for you, John?
I guess we could try for next Friday.
Okay. And what time works best for you?
I think after school,
And that works too, Donna?
3:30.
Okay, perfect. So we'll get a third party, it'll be somebody court appointed. And did you want to do it within the community, or did you want to come to my office and have the children there? what do you think would be best?
I think leaving the kids at home in their routine would be best just for them so they don't think it's any different.
Okay,
I just don't want them to see me in a bad light and think that they can only see me in these hostile settings.
okay, perfect. And you're comfortable with that,
I
Jen?
think that's better.
Okay, awesome. So in terms of, I know that Donna had mentioned she was a bit concerned that we don't have much time for the children. You did mention before that mom lived at home with you, so